hear something? I believe there's a Kevin near you.
Space!
Okay. Sorry about the slight delay. I was gonna start early today, but a bunch of shit's happening all at once. A is really fucking hot. Yeah, Kevin, I agree. Good point. I'm explaining. Come here. Yep, yep, yep. Um, Save me, it's too hot. The cheese of my crackers is sweating. Yeah, it's hot enough that I'm pretty sure my PC's like overheating already. Because, like, the stream has had a couple quality issues already. Haven't even left the AFK screens. Like, that's a bad sign. Also, there's some major construction on my street, so if you hear loud noises, sorry. They're, like, repaving some shit. It's fucking obnoxious. Of course, they decided to do it right at the worst possible time. For me, every time. What else is happening? There was another thing. I forgot. There was another thing I had to deal with this morning. I already forgot. Must not have been that important. But anyway, how we doing? Good to see all of you. Hope you're all staying cool. Hey Ruka, how you doing? Hang on. I gotta fix the thing. There we go. I had to fix the thing. My coffee's too hot. That hurt a lot. That hurt a large amount. That was not a small amount of pain. I don't think I'm intelligent. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, it's real hot today. I don't know why I'm wearing long sleeves right now. I think it's just because I grabbed the nearest shirt I could and was like, that's clothing. But it's hot. It's really hot. Yeah, let's get some crystals. What the fuck, how? I have air conditioning on. It's not helping. It's not helping very much. Sun is out, get the guns out. I gotta wash clothes, and I can't because the washing machine's broken. I remembered what it was. Haha. So the other thing was I was gonna do laundry this morning, but I had forgotten that like a couple days ago the washing machine broke. So I gotta figure something out for that too. It's we live in interesting times. We live in interesting times. Let's greet everyone though. And yeah, apologies. Today is looking like it's gonna be kind of a scuffed stream quality thing because I'm already getting occasional pixel thing. Whatever. New Mexiben, Itsukato, Arconium, Loading Screen Boss, Fan, Cheeky, Rune, Viper, Control, Stump, Roddy. I already got Stump. Well, Stump you get two. You guys are very active today. Love to see it. David, New Mexiben, Lopo, Jaybridge, Al, Ruka, Doc, Sinju, Pragmatic, anyone I might have missed. So yeah, why even wear any clothes? Because I'm not trying to get banned on Twitch. That would be inconvenient for me. Anyway, let's play the thing. Let's do some Wonderland stuff. I want to get 60k plus crystals run. There's also some build science I want to do. One of the things I was considering doing was going to involve a respec, but I don't know if I want to respec with like 150 mil, because that's a large amount of gold to lose. So, let's just see how this goes. Switch to just chatting, anything goes. No, I would have to do a control set and have pasties. But I'd also have to be like doing something. Milk the Obelisk rounds? I could maybe milk the Obelisk rounds. But like just playing organically while missing a couple side objectives, I was able to get 56k run. So if I get the couple quartz and crystal containers I missed and the side objectives I missed and maybe do a different number of elite rooms, I think breaking 60k without having to milk any rooms is possible. And then that's also without doing the 3rd or 4th raid boss, so that's more potential crystals. We can definitely get over 70k because that's been done. So we'll see what happens. Bury the Light? Yeah, David, Bury the Light's sick. I was listening to a lot of Bury the Light and Devil Trigger this morning. Oh wait, hang on. So yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but I want to science it. So at some point today. The respec I was thinking of was, in light of changing wards there, moving points from the old ways into instinct. And that's cursed. Hey Jules, game just crashed in room 21. Just turned off the game, stared at the wall. Sorry. Messed with Dreadwind since C50, gonna get my Dreadwind playthrough done today because I got a bunch of great swords last night. I have not messed with Dreadwind at C50. No. Oh, other thing. Throwing guns with wings and holding live wire sounds like a fun thing I could do. But we're not gonna try that yet. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. mental breakdown in Discord. It's not worth your time. It really isn't. You gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. This is the latter. I'm trying to figure out which rooms I want to elite. I'm gonna try this run eliting early, and then not eliting later, and see how that works out. Tested negative today. I'll go back to work tomorrow. Bittersweet, but I'm glad you're past it. I'm glad you're past it. Bittersweet for multiple reasons. I miss having you in the stream again, Viper. Like the old days. Nostalgia. But yeah, share some of your favorite video game music, chat, because I listen to a lot of it, and I want more. I've been listening to a lot of Devil May Cry 5 stuff, you know, Cyberpunk, Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Sifu soundtrack's a fucking bop. Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack. Diablo 3 soundtrack. Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, yeah, those are given. Metal Gear Rising. Guilty Gear? Ooh, I don't know the Guilty Gear. OST. The low sound pause screen music? Culture, Jules. That shit's a banger. Like, it did not need to go that hard, but it did. For anyone who doesn't know, it was GoldenEye, right? The GoldenEye game, you know, the classic FPS, the pause screen is just ridiculously, like, the music. You could just sit there, and it is certified amazing. Like, there are no words for how much of an actual bop that track is, and it's fucking pause menu music. Diablo 3 soundtrack, specifically Reaper of Souls stuff. The Malthael theme, if you haven't listened to it in a bit, really good. Celeste soundtrack? Ooh, not familiar. Have to check that out. Diablo 1 town music? Honestly, yeah. Kevin, stop meowing at my door. What are you doing? So the strat Ruka mentioned, you can just spend longer in obelisk rooms, because the enemies drop crystals, so you could just farm this for a bit. I'm just gonna, like, indirectly do a little bit, I guess. I'll take my time in obelisk rooms. Pokemon Red and Blue Pokemon Center music? Absolutely. Absolutely. Someone did a build video for Godfall last night, included some cutscenes for dramatic effect, new cutscenes for power, and it goes hard as fuck. That's cool. That's pretty cool. What? What? Ouch. Make sure I hit this quartz. We have video game music playlists that post in the Discord, and I'm going on Spotify. You know, remind me about that. Like, ping me somewhere, in Discord. I'll ask Lazy, because I know he started one, and I'll totally just copy his homework. Okay, so containers on this map. I only know the location of one. I should probably learn the others. Anyone know offhand how many of them are active in this run, on this room? It's pretty specific information, but figured I'd check. Because I know this one. I think it's just the one. If you like 8-bit Nintendo music, check out a band called Bit Brigade. They're amazing. Ooh, I'll have to do that. I'll have to do that. Oh, we good? We good, OBS? You okay? It's one of those days. To elite or not to elite? I'm gonna try eliting 15 rooms this time. And I think for the most part we're gonna do the first 15. Might be behind block set and wall too, right? Alright, I'll have to check on the next one. But thank you. Thank you. I do know all the locations on this one, and I think only one is active. So we'll probably not elite this one. I'm trying to pay closer attention and actually protect Butt Stallion on these. It's tough when you don't have an attention span. Hey Jenga. Check out Arcadegeddon. Gameplay is like Returno mixed with Deep Rock. It's addicting. You know, the number of people who recommend Deep Rock to me over the last few years is it's in the double digits. I still haven't. Too many games, not enough time. But I'll take that into account. Yeah, we're gonna not elite this one. So let's see. That one isn't active. That one isn't active. So it's just this one. I do like how all the skulls for this map are very close together. Guitar Hero 2 has Trogdor in it. Guitar Hero 2 goated. Morning, Pointy Toes. How are you? Morning, Shay. How are you? Well, that's all alchemical. Nice. Morning, Irish. Hey, Pupsy. How are you? That is some loud construction. Ugh. Okay, so we're over 10k crystals already at this point in the run. That feels pretty good. Going into our first boss. So we're a third through, we have 10k. Storm was much hype up and very non-existent. It rained for a long time yesterday, like the whole day. Set up with Love and Ascended Greatsword with Warrior, right? Asking for definitely zero reason. A Warrior would be a good pick. Warrior would definitely be one of the better ones. Basically, there's a lot of use cases for different hilt mods here. Viper. Like, I really like Echo for the Barbaload stuff. Like, we have Inflammation Explosions, we have Barbaload, we have dots, we have a lot feeding into Echo, so we get really big Echo hits. Vampire makes you stupid tanky. Caustic would increase the alchemical dots, but Warrior would kind of just do a better job of that because it would also increase your damage, it would make you tankier, and make your Executioner's Blade stronger. So I'd say Warrior would be like a top 3 pick for this. You want to hear it at least? I'm sorry you have to though. It's shaking my desk. It's not pleasant, but I'll be alright. I'm more annoyed with the I think the heat is accelerating the death of my PC because my bitrate's getting fucked. Oh well, we'll see. I want cake? That sounds good, Chris. That sounds real good. Butt Stallion gave me a second Alchemical Agent point very early, so the damage is just kind of cracked right now. Hey, look, Rune, you got touched. What? It said touch Rune, and I hit E. Snake Stick with Caustic or Ancient preferred in Ghostblade build? I would say, in order of priority, ideal would be Ancient, followed by Warrior, followed by Caustic, followed by Vampire. And then the others just kind of... You could maybe make a case for Archmage, depending on your choice of spell. Rampage is just going to be terrible. So basically, not Rampage is the answer there. Not Rampage. Frost Buddy, Fire Friend. Love to see it. Love to see it. Actor Garlic Breath into a Graveborn Snake that Ghostblade builds until you get a respec actually kind of works. Hey, that's cool. That's really cool. Actually, shit, was there a quartz in this room? Isn't this a quartz spawn? Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Hey, Jester, thank you for the 9 months with the 5 streak. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you around. Thank you for the continued support.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Thank you again. Love how I pop my action skill and then... Cool. That's my fault. It was funny though. That was really funny. Hey Jules, thank you for gifting a sub out. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. It's awesome. Thank you. Okay, containers on this map. I don't fucking know this one, like, at all. Are there any active on this one? Supporting father. How you doing, Sora? There can be one near the loot die. Doesn't look like it's on. Not there? Okay. So bad at Elden Ring and I'm so good at Bloodborne. They're definitely subtly different. Okay. Let's go a non-elite. Trying to strategically not elite too many, because elite cost does start to pile up. Gotta protect Butt Stallion. This is the one I always fail because I'm always too busy getting forts. Might be going swimming. Ooh, that's a good way to stay cool. When's the last time I went swimming? Shit, I don't even know. That's a good cue. Looking for some inspiration. Always loved SMG play and Lance titles. Looking to make it work with my main. Spore Warden originally used Berserker and Nightshade, which worked quite well up to C35. Struggles badly in higher cast levels. And I've upgraded gear. Any food for thought? Most appreciated. Cheers. Hey, Kite Highland. Fragment Rain SMG can do quite well. You can use Fragment Rain and a Marshmallow and kind of clear faster than most things in the game by just ricocheting the Fragment Rain off of the Marshmallow to hit whatever targets you need to hit. That's a popular strat. Lazy's got a video on that if you want to see that in action. What else? Throwing the Shadow Fire is very powerful. Shooting the White Rider. That would be my go-to SMG. White Rider is like my favorite SMG to the point where I keep it as a backup gun on my non-gun builds as well, just because it's that good. So White Rider would be something good for you. Now, note that it's not going to be a fantastic bossing option. You're still going to want a dedicated bossing weapon, but White Rider will definitely do some work for you. Throwable Hole is good. Yeah, if you got some investment to spell damage, the explosion of Throwable Hole, it's like ridiculously hard. The hole itself, as it ticks, is gun damage, and then the explosion is spell damage. Hey Rohith, how we doing? Speed of gun builds. You decide on which gun build you're going to take to C50? Yeah, Skevity. It's probably going to be my Mist Dancer, my Stabos 4. It's just, I haven't had the desire to play a gun build yet. Like, I've still been enjoying the other stuff. Like, I leveled 2 melee builds and a spellcaster build. Actually, one of those melee builds I leveled twice to C50. I just, the non-gun stuff is so much more interesting to me in this game, you know? He loots, but he doesn't shoot. Make a punch bot? Gross. No thank you. Okay, Frostbite. Hello. One was asserting dominance. Most of my builds are gun builds, but I played Deadshot to switch it up. Yeah, it's nice to have a change of pace available. On a Primordial Laser Hand, so now I feel like I have to play some Deadshot. Laser Hand's good enough you can make it work on like any setup. It's just simply good. Starqualler, alright, aim is potatoes, so just bonk, dead is dead. Exactly. I was gonna try and maximize crystal gain in this room, but it's, I don't like this room. Let me grab this quartz. Ouch. Get a chance to go to players? I did not yet, but it is there and I will check it out. Thank you again for sending that along. Kind of inspired me to have a thought about video game music again, so that's why I brought that up today. I'll take Anarchy. Taking a curse is more important than taking a potent curse for this run. So, like, don't skip any curse rooms, but, like, you don't need to take the super painful ones, honestly. Addicted to Fortifying Sigils, both my Clawstalker and Hammer Berserker. They're so useful. Why are you so tanky? Holy shit, dude. It was out healing my damage. Don't get shivved while shivving, but being shivved gives me more damage, Civil. Or should I call you Shivel? Because we were talking about shivving. I'm so fucking funny. Of auto magic for cryo buddies. Any decent gun works on those. I like frost buddies on this build because it simply gives me a target to hit with my banshee. Lets me have better effective range. Simply a benefit. Echo Ancient Twin Soul is good, but it's a 1.79, so I'm gonna pass on that one. Okay, so one container is there at that end. Where's the others on this map? How it goes? It goes well. I mean, other than annoying construction outside, it's hot as shit, my PC's melting, my washing machine's broken, it's hot. Other than that stuff, good. Map learning stream, let's go. I really should put in more effort. So that's one that I just learned by stumbling across, so that's good. That'll have to be good enough for now. Never saw that before? Yeah, me either. One cigarette, the struggle's real. I remember that struggle. I'm glad I quit, though. I like to map these things out as a resource on time. Yeah, Pragmatic expressed an interest in doing that as well. We're gonna do something I don't normally on this build. We're gonna actually do gloop. I'll have to stab-o-matic a lot, but we're gonna actually do gloop. This is gonna be a maker run. We're trying for juicy crystal number. Best easiest way to damage a Melba? Guns, generally. Guns or laser hand. Laser hand particularly because it can hit crit spots, it's fire on flesh, it's very spammable, and no travel time. With good range. So laser hand's a really good way of going after a Melba. Or getting all this dose. Yeah, you could just do both. Oh, was that referring to chicken or steak? Yeah, both. fried steak, steak fried chicken. The old turf and turf. So non-elite on this one. Ow. Telling me a chicken fried this steak? Hey Gophers, how you doing? Milk steaks, anyone? Damn it. Alright, a Melda for phase 1. My son hides underneath spawns pixies. No shame. It's a Melda. There is no shame in that. Anything is permitted when it comes to dealing with a Melda. I do not care. She's that bad. Okay, containers on this one. Anyone know locations? Are there any active? I don't know this map. Oh, there's one here. Okay, that's one. How do you milk a steak? Tenderly. With force, there's two kinds of people. Even Ambihex Buffmeisters? Well, that's gonna make your life harder against the Melta. Because you could just use a spell to, like, directly damage her. By a spell, I mean Laser Hand. Pretty much just Laser Hand, but, you know, Laser Hand. I think this is the last elite room we're gonna do. Probably normal for the rest. Maybe. What? Leave Butt Stallion alone. Ow. They're bullying me. Okay, we cleared. But, ugh. Really? Alright, fine. Whatever. Whatever. Don't lose a life to this. Laser hand, you mean keg hands? Yes. I've followed all the guides, I've studied in 17 different libraries, I'm ready. I drop into Imelda's arena, she stares right at me like she doesn't know what she's got coming. I assume the position, take a deep breath, and cast both my Buffmeisters. I'm confused. She's not dead. The texts were wrong. This was supposed to kill her. I was told the spell did the most damage. I look at my hands in utter confusion, and Imelda places an acid cloud above my head, sealing my fate. Beautiful. Beautiful. Revolutionary. Alright, let's get some spam of that. Also, rip bit rate. This is a 3-container map. Funds the chat with pasta. Oh yeah, that's some good. The most damage. Something Quag Chad. Hey Priz. Priz, I got a 329 Boomtown last night. I opened the first door at 49 seconds. I had to spawn camp. PM pasta. So drowning my shrimp tacos in ghost pepper sauce wasn't the 200 IQ move I thought it was. Yeah, it was 300 IQ. Ouch. That was a fast room. Yeah, we'll leave one more. We'll leave one more. Just one more. First room's weird. I'm half sure for perfect time there is over 40 seconds. Have to double check speedrun records. Yeah. I had 49 because the last spawn, if you get there fast enough, like killing everything else on spawn, you need to wait for 2 waves at the door. Now you can kill them before they hit the ground. It's just you need to use non-targeted abilities. So I started using Firestorm for that. but I think Firestorm plus Twister on a gun is going to be optimal for that. Enjoy your lurk, fam. Go back to Outriders, Rage Quit last time I played it. What was stressing you out, Jules? If you don't mind me asking. In 45 seconds of pyro, that's triggering spawn start as fast as I can, kill them near instantly. Better mechanics probably saves time, but not by that much. You get in sub 50s, melee is phenomenal. In fairness, Priz, my gap closer lets me target through walls, and I have it on a sub 1 second cooldown, so like that's a big part of it. I can just be at the next spawn. It's pretty much a loop of, if there's a group, I endless mass them. If it's a solo enemy, I teleport to them, punch them once, and then teleport to the next group. Endless ass. Yes. Endless ass. You don't know where the ass begins, you don't know where it ends. But do you want it to end? Ass is infinite. Ass is eternal. Ass is unalienable. The truth of who you are is discovered in the ass. Tried Marshall's complex run? Not yet. I want to do that. The teleport's probably going to be so good there. I should do that. I should do that. Good show. +2 to Contagion. Wow, Butt Stallion was so kind, except for the 1,000 cuts points. Lol. But like, we got an extra alchemical agent point really early, and now she gave us 2 Contagion? Like, that's so sick. 1,000 cuts is kind of a troll, but Blood Frenzy's good. And Cold Snap's also good. Thanks, Blood Stallion. We'll leave one more. Just one more. If the ass is in fact endless, how do you know where it started? Good question. It's an excellent question. Morning, Alan. How you doing? I do a crystal addiction intervention with Quag after this is done. Nah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Not bad, and you? It's certainly a day that ends in Y today. But I can't complain too much. Okay, that's enough of leading. Actually, I probably should have deleted this because it's a free container room. Yeah, I'll figure it out next run. How the heck is beef mushroom so thick? Needs to be thicker. Is it a max of 2 quartz crystals per round, or some rounds have more? I know of some maps that have 3 different spawns. I don't know, I can't remember offhand. Yeah, sometimes there's been 3 active. Last week's featured had 3 quartz in the first room. Yeah, so it's sometimes 3. Matchmaking, not finding good gear is able to find games to match with. Yeah, I never bothered with the matchmaking. I play it mostly solo. How's Paxian coming along? I know that's another regular for you. I've got Paxian down to high 6s. High 6s. I can get it faster. It's just I gotta figure out how to handle the courtyard areas more efficiently. And then probably need a dedicated weapon for the burbs. Morning, son. How you doing? Jumping on the mushroom triggers selective amnesia? Yeah, it counts as damage. It does damage to you, so yeah. Hey Viper, thanks for taking care of Sen. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ow. Hey Big Bait, how you doing? Saw Chadley do a one-hit on the Paxian boss, that's unbugged. No, you can just do a lot of damage now. Trickster and Techno can also hit raw numbers that hard. Devastator, with a little setup, can get close. A lot of the Devastator one-shots people were talking about were taking advantage of some bugs. But you can get some high raw numbers with, like, Quake and Impale, and Boulder Dash. I don't use any of those things, though. I'm melee. So I'm starting to think, basically any room with 2 containers or more, you elite at the end of it, when applicable. Because I think it just pays for itself. Unless that's some very weird RNG I'm having. Gonna lurk for a bit? Sounds good, Dex. I've touched Golem or Impale since the story run. Impale's really good. Golem is kind of... It used to be really OP. Now it just kind of doesn't really have a use case. Like, even if it had been old Golem, it still wouldn't have a point, because it's... It used to be super cracked survivability on Devastator, so like, who fucking cares? And in terms of using it to get buffs, well, Reflect Bullets are just kind of better at that. Even though Golem has a couple of good melee-related mods for while it's active, the problem is that getting Golem uptime is high mod commitment, and also low downtime on some rather important buffs. Like the class skill Paladin, 45% AP for 10 seconds after using a protection skill. You don't get good uptime on that with Golem, because I mean, your duration goes and then your cooldown goes, so it's better to just Reflect Bullets. So, unfortunate. Which room number is this? $22. Yeah, I'll take another curse. I could stand to elite more. We'll be a little more aggressive about eliting on the next run, I think. Because these enemies' levels aren't too crazy right now. Like, they're not even level 49. Although maybe going back and forth between elites. Yeah, let's see how they are. So Stray came out today. Great to finally see a game come out that's tailored to gaming journalist playstyle. Looking forward to playing Stray. Three Awe on a Frost Claw. Turquoise Claw, whatever. But bad passives, non-chaos tiered. And no points in Oath of Thunder. Sad. Stray on Catterday? Yeah, that's the plan. I think. I could really justify Roguelite, honestly, but we'll just do Nullify. So I can stay comfy. We protect and butt stallion, chat. We're good at our jobs for once. How many containers on this one? There's the one I hit over there. This is the spot for one, right? I don't think it's active. Smart armor. Area damage. Nothing else of value. Okay, yeah, double checking. It's gonna be pretty good crystals-wise. There's definitely room for improvement. A couple decisions I made weren't the correct ones throughout this, but it's been going well. I don't know this map at all. Anyone know offhand how many skulls are active in this one? I don't know a single location on this one. There's one here. I'll have to figure that out. Hey Asha, how you doing? MLG Wonderlands montage for your 360 no scope boss with a melee weapon. How about I scope a boss with a melee weapon? I feel like that might be more impressive. I almost didn't get that side objective because of my dots and inflammation. Okay, so there's that one. Maybe just one. I'll have to learn this map better at some point, but yeah, it looks like maybe just one. Got the only one? Okay. Thank you. Another curse. Ah, there's 3 containers active in this one. I should have deleted this. Oh well. cliffs up here. Wait, you just died and didn't give me a death save. Okay. You saw that enemy die, right? About a video series where you go through and explain the boss mechanics, how to defeat them. I prefer making live content, and some of those would be very short videos. Probably not something I would do, Alan Kerr. Game said no. Game did say no. Seeing the CDs, this man here and Chadley and stuff having their skills makes me green. I'm doing weird Devastator stuff. With Pyro, it's kind of like the norm to just get the cooldown thing, so that's going to be something that just clicks. For my stuff on Devastator, I'm doing weirdness. It's not very common. So I'm hoping we come out of the next room with 50k. That would be good. 50k before raid bosses would be pretty swell. Annoyed I lost that life though. Very annoyed. Because I'm probably gonna need it. Leave the next room before grabbing switches to get more from them, correct? That's what preliminary testing suggested. Now that might be the case, it might not, because there is some variance. I don't know if Sen finished testing there, but... Started yesterday, already level 22 hours, which is great. You're enjoying it, Lizard? Glad to hear. Glad to hear. I'm a really big fan of the game. I've always liked the gameplay. The build crafting is just very enjoyable. Very class identity focused. Just feels good. I need to save Fire Friend. Leave me alone. Ooh, that's close. Shit. No, Fire Friend. God damn it. Well, at least I can get this quartz, maybe. They fucking let me. That's such a big loss of crystals. Oh, and of course you have a buff buddy. We're just not going to talk about that room, okay? That room didn't happen. It officially did not happen. Hear my name? Yes, son. The eliting room switches thing. Elite room before moving on equals more from containers. Is that correct? Love Outrider's ability to swap trees mid-progression, starting bottom, ending middle, top, such a neat option. Yeah. Or was that preliminary testing that turned out to get debunked? That is the case? Cool. There you go. So I missed a quartz and a side objective on this room. That's pain. That's a lot of crystals lost. We did break 50k before the boss room, though. That's nice. I should have done this first. Whatever. Every time I do a playthrough, Nightmares Intro's medals fucking always gets me. Tina has issues. The moving of the piece through the fingers is the part that gets me. It's pretty fucking cool. Eyes are dilated so I can see what happened. Good. Sometimes when you get the elite value without elite, it's not consistent. When you elite, you always get the increase. Bye, Celissa. I always love bullying Celissa like that. This build absolutely just shits on Celissa. I also like leaving the ammo there so I can go back for it after the fight. Okay, so we're just short of 53k before raid bosses. Tina's Bunker Master presentation skills are top-notch. Agreed. I got greedy there. That's okay. Yeah, Gloop gets really tanky when you elite this much stuff. A lot of crystals means a lot of loot, absolutely. I thought Scalawag's only chaotic does that much work as crazy. Scalawag's not doing the damage. Why do these sometimes not... That one has no collision. Manual transmission. Nice. Well timed. Oh. Okay. Okay. Guess I'll take the L on this one. Like, question mark? Should die. There we go. Hitboxes. Need Manuel transmission? Yes. He's a handsome bastard. I love how the arena gets more menacing during that fight, so well done. I agree. It's pretty cool. Oop, that's the wrong button. It's funny how hard Bunny gets brutalized compared to Gloop. Wonderland's raid bosses are great. I agree. Trying to use that. Alright. Hey, Vander, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Thank you so much. How you doing? How'd your stream go? Bear with me. We are doing a max crystals run. For anyone not aware, currently there's a second featured in Wonderlands. We got 2 featured runs for this week, and one of them gives utterly bonkers amounts of crystals because it is 29 rooms long. But yeah, if you don't know me, I'm Quag. I do build stuff in Lands games, Borderlands, Wonderlands, a couple other games too. Some Outriders, some Godfall, some Remnant from the Ashes. I like builds games. Thank you so much for bringing the people over. Didn't know it's 3 cases of COVID in the house, playing Valheim, just chill the fuck out. Sorry to hear, man. Sorry. Fuck COVID. Fuck COVID. Thank you, Viper. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear. I hope it stays mild or becomes mild, and I hope it passes you guys by sooner rather than later. Sorry to hear. That's a 20. Why'd you roll a 20? That's illegal. I can't see. I can't tell what's happening. Oh, and of course it ends without letting me. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. At least hit this bunny. Oh. Okay. You're just gonna spawn new ones. That's so rude. Vampire Hilt doing work here? I don't actually have a Vampire Hilt, Urban Mech. No Vampire Hilt. I'm using an Echo one. All the healing you're seeing is from Unyielding, Desperate Enchant, Body Rune, and Blood Frenzy. Another one? Hello? Wait, what? She just rolled 3 20s. What? You guys are seeing this shit, right? She just rolled 3 consecutive 20s. What? So I guess this is life now. Skill issue, ISS. Okay, 4 20s. Blaze it? is fucking strange. A 1! Yes! Eat shit! I'll take it. I'll take it. Does our RNG get better? You lead a lot of rooms or something? I don't know. That's a really good question. She rolled 4 20s and a 1. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Thank you for the 100 bits to make the day a little nicer. I appreciate that. Thank you. We couldn't break 70k on the card, but with the chest, we'll break 70k. So this was a 70k run. If I elite more rooms, don't fail that one side objective, don't miss that one quartz. And there's at least 2 containers that I missed through the run. We can get more. We can get more. So with those mistakes fixed, we can totally get like 73k. Yeah, I eliteed 15 rooms. I think I want to elite 20 rooms. And we only completed 21 side objectives. Cool. 1.5 hours. I spent a lot of time talking and the raid boss fights take a while. Is it bad to just elite every room? No. So for regular runs, Crimson, eliting every room is optimal for your crystal gains. It's just for this like super extended one that eliting too many can be crystals negative because the cost of eliting goes way up progressively. Like once you get to the point where it costs 1,000 to elite a room, that's not necessarily better. It's hard to quantify, but yeah. It's better to disengage from conversations when they're no longer constructive, Arconia. Just in general. Just don't get the chest 69k better. 90-minute run. Yeah, I was playing very casually. I could shave half an hour off of that, easy. But I'm simply having a good time. Yeah, hour and a half of gameplay for what's gonna amount to like 20 minutes of looting, half an hour of looting. That's still a better ratio than save quit farming. So I'm a fan. Save quit farming is more like 80-20, being generous. Time spent getting switches adds up? Yeah. If I knew those better by heart, then yeah. Yeah, final total, 70.4. Love to see it. I don't think time's a factor when you get 70k crystals. Well, it is. Because efficiency is, you know, directly connected to time. What do we even roll here? So, like, ward-wise, I still do want an Ascended Wardu for reasons. Technically, an Ascended Body Rune with capacity would be an upgrade for tankiness for this build. I want more rings. Ascended Inflammation would be an upgrade, but barely. Better Barbell Load is still high on the priority list. I suppose a better White Rider would help, although does the card damage of the live wire like affect the chains? Mag size no longer does, but does the card damage? Never remember. Who drops liquid coin? Lycia. It's definitely better to just go pistol money in terms of practicality, but Lycia. Makes a good Barbaload in this case. Burr power. Burr or Stabbo power. There's cases for either. Stabbo power gives me more from the Shadows duration. And better crit chance outside of From the Shadows, so that's fine. Frost helps my Enrage bonus element, so that's like the safest pick. Because Fire would only help my Body Rune. And if I got lucky on Witch Contagion. Frost is something that I'm always doing because of Enrage. Even with this non-elemental Banshee, Frost is like optimal. So Frost Burr or Frost Stabbo. In terms of passives, either status damage or all damage are the preferred roles. All damage isn't too relevant because Amnesia gives me a lot of that, so status damage would probably be more optimal. Why no buff spell? Because it is bereft of any sort of thought with build making. I do not care for Buffmeister. It is not interesting. Also, Inflammation is here to actually do things for my build. Buffmeister is big number at cost of no thought, no interactivity. Also, in this specific case, it would have a long cooldown, so I would have terrible uptime on my enchantments. Whereas Inflammation is not only enabling Executioner's Blade, but it is also doing lots of Barbaload chaining, which is feeding into my Echo, which is cryoing enemies for more damage out of Icebreaker. And also enemies affected by Inflammation, when they die, they create a fire explosion, which is really good for mobbing. In conclusion, Buffmeister is shit, and the mentality of why no Buffmeister is why large parts of the community don't know how to build. Been saying it from day one, Buffmeister should have been put down. I'm not a proponent of nerfing things into the ground, except for that one. Does nothing except build bad habits. Oh, it seems boring to use. Yeah. I like choosing items that have some sort of actual interaction, other than big number, me make game easier now. The longevity for this game, for me, is in the build crafting. And Buffmeister does not create builds. Buffmeister makes builds the same. And removes player involvement in both the creation and the use of the build. Alert for a bit, want to say goddamn 70k. We can get more for Olio. We can get more. Apologies about the stream quality dip. It's hot. I'm pretty sure my PC's fucking overheating. Should have dinner and be back. Sounds good, Rohit. Sounds good. I'm really hopeful about this, because like with this many crystals, and with how flexible my wants for a Barbaload are, give on your loot luck. I don't have a ward with the enchant right now. Bradlock will kill me, but fuck it. Yeah, I'm very flexible in what I actually want. Basically, any two... So, like, there's two class powers I would settle for, far below. Element isn't hugely important, with Frost being preferred. Amazing. Amazing. So I need a better loot log amulet. Oh, I'm respawning. Stop it. Wait, that consumed a life. Yeah, no. I'm going back. That consumed a life. Imagine losing your entire loot room to Bradluck just fucking murdering you. Bradluck plus amnesia? Yep. Bradluck literally killed you. Yep. I did call it. Man, both my connection and my PC are struggling today. It's frustrating. This is also so much loot. It's all fun and games until a life is lost. Use buff master when leveling up. Use what you enjoy. It's a little too real. Now that you mention it. Yeah, yeah. I think maybe we round off to 30k on amulets and then do 40k on melee weapons? Kevin, what are you doing? Okay, bye, cat. PC's gonna explode? Yeah. The rabbit throwing up items? Yeah. So at the end of a Chaos Chamber run, you spend the crystals you've accrued throughout the run by feeding them to the bunnies, and then they puke out items for you. It's pretty flavorful. Get it? Flavorful? I'm a comedic genius. First character happened to be the most broken class without looking into it at all. Decent chances of that happening, yeah. I was most interested in Spell Shot before launch, because non-gun builds are my jam. But the more we learned about it, the more I was like, Primordial Harbinger. Dark magic efficiency, no thank you. Lightning Stabbo Barbalode, but it's only volatile and dark magic efficiency passive. So, no thank you. True Evolution acquires favorite abilities and gun stats to do non-gun stuff? Yes. One of the loot luck amulets, so you don't have to use Brad luck. Didn't ask, but I'm not going to keep any that have any less than a double loot luck passive, because the Brad luck I have, you know, they force double roll. So 47% for Primordial, I'm not going to accept anything less than that. Otherwise, there's no point doing that, because I could just keep an eye on my health while using the Brad luck. But I have been looking. It's about the only reason I'm looking at purples at all. I guess fire rate would be acceptable on a Barbalode. That's a decent joint training, but, like, it's a joint training. Like World War III in the Discord, maybe just step away from the conversation like I suggested? I don't know what's happening there, and I don't care to. Morning, Natas. How you doing? It takes so long to go through all this loot. At least we get decent money, though. Like, this is not even half the crystals we spent so far. Not even half. At a meeting, how many ended up getting? 70,000. We got 70,000. We can get more. I'm gonna do another run and try to get even more. Hey Scott, how you doing? Oh yeah, the vendor rolled over. Non-chaotic. Sad. That 163 million gold you have there, mind sharing some for a friend who hasn't maxed bank has to use. No, I worked hard for this money. I spent a lot of time grinding the Mimic feature to make sure I just had enough to buy enchanted Ascended guns just in case. And I haven't gotten any enchanted Ascended guns, so the money just kind of kept compounding. See, I didn't play the Mimic Featured at all as I was doing Godfall. Yeah. Mimic Featured was, very useful. Let me get a lot done. I bought SDUs on a couple characters, but it really let me get the money going on this one. This is my wealthiest character because of that Featured. And because they're doing stuff like this. Barbalode's not quite it. They don't want to cooperate. At about 95 million when we took a break from Wonderlands. What's the max? Integer overflow is the max. Alright, that was about 40% of our crystals we spent, so let's spend the rest. I waste time arguing with people if they're going to change their mind to do that already. Well, that's the thing. You can't change people's minds. That's not possible. You can't do it. All you can do is present information and then hope that they change their own minds by taking in that information and, you know, properly considering it. You can't change people's minds, so don't try to. And if someone's being toxic, just don't engage. Simple as that. So impressed you were able to make like half your backpack free, sort of. Yeah, thanks, Jaybridge. It took me completely filling my bank. My bank is full at 510, so I don't have any storage there. But I'm proud of me too. Looking forward to the next run. Because I think we can get like another 5,000 crystals. I did miss that bonus objective. I missed at least 1 quartz, maybe 2. And then there's a bunch of containers I still don't know. Also, I could have deleted more rooms. That was a 15 elite room. Let's try 20 on the next one. Hey, Good Wolf, thank you so much for the 3,000 bits. That's very generous of you. Thank you. Watch a lot of Westworld, seems to be a lot of mind changing. I still have not seen Season 3 of Westworld. I know Season 4 is out now, but I haven't seen Season 3 yet either. Be possible to make multiple banks via save file editing? Yeah. Your bank is linked to your profile. Hey, Good Wolf, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs as well. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way. Thank you. It's bunny sound. I'm having violent thoughts. Sorry. If you got gifted a sub by a Good Wolf, and are around, toss them some gratitude, if you wouldn't mind. French Vanilla Latte and a nice streamer. Day's been good. Hope yours is as well. It's been an interesting day. It's hot, There was some very loud construction on my street this morning. Also, it's hot. Also, I can't do laundry because my washing machine's broken. Also, it's hot. Also, my internet connection's been kind of bad today, and it's hot. And my PC's overheating because it's hot. So the takeaway is it's hot. But other than that... Didn't get gifted sub, but fuck it. Thank you, knowing and saw me thanking you. True. Cool story? No, it's a hot story, Chris. So it's cold then. Uh-huh. Pretty chilly day today, huh? You can't do that, Viper. That's illegal. You can't ban that word. Living in soup. I am soup. Now I want soup. Warm. Chunky soup. Is anyone a chowder? Or maybe even a stew? Bathwater is human soup. I regret reading that. I'm a casserole. Is anyone a fondue? Maybe a reduction? A puree? Just different non-completely solid, you know, states of food being. I'm a parfait, I'm a broth, ooh. Does that mean you work in a brothel? Pancake batter? Respectable. What do you mean you're at soup? I'm a Go-Gurt? I still, it's one. Saltwater reduction. See, that makes it sound so much better. Hot dog water. I can smell that. Uh-oh, the heat is driving some chatters out. Also, you made me say the word, Scott. That's one. That was clever. I don't know if that was intentional. Yeah. It took me a while to realize I'd said it. The food at the back of the fridge was forgotten a little too long. Mood. I gotta clean out my fridge. I always eat the leftovers I make, but if anyone else cooks, the leftovers just kind of sit there. It's not intentional, but yay. I'm a McDonald's hamburger from the 80s that's somehow still perfectly preserved. So, like, are you saying I would try just taking a bite out of you just to say I did? Because I think I would. Your casserole with a sloppy bottom. Title of your sex tape. Oh, there goes my inventory icons. Oh, they're back. That's a decent barbell load, but it's spell shot. I guess I'll keep it. Is all damage on a barbell load like a decent class power and element? Sure. Not what I want for this build, but worth keeping. Kind of surprised I haven't seen a double roll loot luck amulet yet in all of these. A lot of single rolls, but no doubles. Really don't want to have to keep using Bradlock. food. Hey, out of tamales, how you doing? You have Barbaload loot on the save, which means you have Melda on the save. How's this build do versus Melda? Executioner's Blade makes it fine. Viper. Executioner's Blade is pretty good for dealing with the Melda. From the Shadows, Executioner's Blade is, like, decent. Ascended purple. Could've been better. Just throw it in your bank. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can't. Oh, miso soup? That sounds so good right now. Shit. I have no idea what I'm doing for dinner. I don't know if I want to cook, because, like... I don't want to cook inside, because it'll make the house hot, right? I don't want to cook outside, because then I have to be outside. Maybe I'll just go get some takeout. Gives me an excuse to get that miso soup. Shit. You guys are rude. Bullying me into not wanting to speak. Frostburr. But non-chaos tiered with reload speed. Ugh. It's Charger. I hate you. Cold water ice cube soup with a side of ice water. Amen. It's healthy. This part of the run is a little bit tedious, but building up another bit of buffer for money is good, so this is worth my time. And also, since there's a bunch of different things I'm looking out for amulet-wise, this is a decent use of time, because I am looking out for loot luck amulets. So it makes sense. And it's not often that I have enough backpack space to actually do this. Hey, Hellrider. How you doing? You ever asked how's your day maliciously? Yes, actually. Yes. Frostgrave. Non-chaos tiered, no thank you. The difference between class power on non-chaos tiered and even just as far as volatile, leaving Primordial and Ascended out, it's too big to ignore. It's such a big difference. That's a really good Universal Soldier, actually. Shame it's not chaos tiered. I don't keep track of how long I've been here in this loot room. It's been a bit. It took so long to spend all of those. A bit longer than I expected. 70k takes a while. Full run's definitely taken over 2 hours total. Yeah. Love seeing anyone try to wear that many amulets at once. I'm pretty sure it would kill you. Like, individually, these don't weigh much, but like, you'd probably die. You're about 25 minutes so far? Okay. Sorry, 35? Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you. I was like, that's not so bad. And then it was like, oh, yeah, that's... yeah. About the weight of 70 greatswords. Video game logic. You can carry infinite weapons, but not infinite anything else. Well, there's exceptions, but you get it. Pockets can only hold 70 rocket launchers. Good Wolf gets it. Very similar passives here. Women's fashion means they can't carry 70 launchers in their pockets. That's horrible. I know. It is unfair. Pockets for everyone. All apparel. Put a pocket in everything. Everything. I fully expect gloves with pockets, scarves with pockets, underwear with pockets. All of it. Everything should have pockets. Everything. Socks with pockets? Sockets? Yes. Now you get it. Hey, Synergy, how you doing? This Barbalode kinda tried, but eh. Okay. So we're up to 168 mil. We walked away with one vaguely useful amulet. Had a good morning, crappy afternoon. How's the quag? Morning's been interesting. It's definitely a day. But I'm having a good time on stream, so that's fine. Bladed Scalawag with melee crossbolts, but it's not ×2, has no fire rate part, has no crit part. It tried. Single-handedly inflating Brighthoof's economy, selling all these materials. You caught me. I was hoping the economy would work like it does in like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, but real Scalawag. I've been thinking of armor options on my Deadshot Spellcaster. Don't know if I've dismissed good armor pieces. Would you say the best skill to get on the armor Double Knot? I would say a Double Knot. Double Knot or Blast Gasp. Either of those. Or high thread count. Any of those three is going to be something you're going for. I think I might pick this up. Action skill start melee damage instead of spellcast damage dealt. Because I have a lot of global damage from my amnesia. This would always be on, but like this would be big. I'm gonna try it. We'll try it for a run. How's our cooldown in the setup? Fine. I don't really have any extra cooldown. It's just kind of fine. Not very good at this game, so love seeing educational insight. Happy to provide it. So we're gonna do another super run. The goal here is I want to elite about 20 rooms. We're trying to beat our 70k crystal total. So that last run was an hour and a half for 70k crystals. Let's try and get a comparable time frame, but maybe we can break 72k? Finished with work, just waiting for it to render now, so 160p stream time. It's okay, that's the quality sometimes anyway. Self-roast. Self got him. Oh, let me... Never mind, there's no room for me to put anything in my bank. What am I talking about? What am I doing? Let's get it. There's no ports over here or anything, right? Okay. Where's my damage? It's weird. How many rooms are there in this run? 29, not including the maker room, I believe. So, 30. What's your character look like? Looks like this. How you doing, Ewok? Thank you. You're welcome. I was wondering how awkward it is to see Dragonlord all throughout the run facing his final boss. It's like seeing a coworker you don't really get along with, but you gotta work with. You're like, just kind of acknowledge each other. Yeah. At least that's how it happens in my head.